Welcome everyone. Today we're going to present our project, the process auditor of the company, in this case, the Red Cross, composed by the team for Reyes Andrade Luis Carlos, Rios Vargas José Francisco, Salazar Muñoz José Enrique, and Martínez Fodoa Darío Iván. So we started.
Okay, the background of our project is as a part of the reports given by the volunteers in the institution, we were able to gather information on the activities they take part 1. It has been found that occasionally information is lost. This is due to the old-fashioned style of filing data.
So is this a big problem for a volunteer? Is it hard to get a report that has lost any information? This is due to the fact that this information is written down the pen and paper. This may cause wear and tear or blotch of ink on the data. This has led to the coordinator of the young department of the institution realized that there is long efficiency in the administration for information generated by the volunteers. The primary cause of the usually is the lack of control and precaution while handling this data.
The objective was to develop a mobile application and a desktop app that allows administered information generated by the activities done by the Red Cross volunteers.
Well, the scope of their project is the application to achieve the scope of the goal. The active volunteers in the juvenile department shall be able to save data of the activities that had been performed onto the system.
Okay, the general objectives with our company care system is to develop a plan that will define the pre- present standards that will audit the various Red Cross application to administer the resources needed for tasks began performing daily, weekly, and eventually.
The mission is to offer consents and complaint audits that will guarantee that organization will be able to meet the requirements for its certification. Furthermore, to give the client the assurance and confidence to make an investment that will pay itself in the near future. Finally, to increase performance and security in the audience system progress.
The vision is to be the leading inspection and certifications audit company in the state of Durango. In addition, to be the preferred choice to public and government organizations, offering quality and secure audits as well as prepared and certified employees to complete said audits.
Our company, Car System, will have seven departments. Which one is the Department of Technologies, another is the Department of Inclusion, and Department of Human Resources.
The objectives of the Red Cross is to contribute to the well-being of the most vulnerable and improve the Red Cross services, achieving this through an application that is inclusive to the patient, parents, as well as the employees. This guarantees assistance with action services, protection and education that revolve around the spirit of the fundamental principles.
The mission is we are a humanitarian institution for prevent assistance. We are a part of the Red Cross International Movement and the Half Red Moon, dedicated to prevent and provide relief to a suffering population by making life conditions better for the people and their communities, forming a self-defense culture through voluntary actions.
The vision of the Red Cross is that they are the leading national humanitarian institution in mobilizing and social linking through solitary community networks from volunteers to donors. We give a quick response to the necessities of the people, and we have achieved the following: to establish a culture of crisis prevention and healthy living, prepare communities to face and recover during an emergency and or disasters, professional trained staff who are acknowledged by authority figures during emergency calls, having a quick response time and attending and recovering during crisis and disaster situations, and are committed to the fundamental principles and the cause of the movement.
The organization chart of the Red Cross Department Juvenile, we have three different leaders and three different departments. In the first one, the Department of the Shields, the second one, the Department to Teenage, and the last one, the Department of Young Adults. Any of those departments will have different activities.
In this part is the duplication from the Red Cross. In the left is the application from Android, and right is application from PC. To application, your function is equal.
To establish a work environment and resources within the organization. The vast selection of tools to be used are really available, primarily to the teams that use them within the premises to have all the details and risks in which they are partaking partaking in. In addition, the use of an organization chart gives the staffs a clear picture of which information they should be dealing with within the institution.
The design, creation, and execution of the surveys were the primary tool to detect errors and other necessities to be able to pull off an audit. Each and every one of these surveys will be focused on a set of rules, specifically to detect any observations that can be critical and be quickly assessed, solved, and updated.
Well, after to complete the questionnaires, we found that 25 different observations for the company. We see in the graphic that the ISO 27001 that have 14 observations, and the ISO one in the ISO 9126 we have 8 observations, and finally in the ISO 1458H only have 3 observations.
Recommendations. Thanks to the audit, we were able to address and solve issues the system may have. This also helped us make sure our system follows the rules and regulations that are in place in software development.
The first recommendation for the company is the installation of the different software like antivirus, anti-malware, and anti-spyware. This recommendation is because the company on the computers on the organization, the Red Cross, don't have any of these programs, so this will be the first recommendation.
The second recommendation is applicate to the VPN because the VPN is aided more security and bring us the connectivity with computers that are out of the Durango to this place in Durango capital.
Another recommendation is application for the read and internet in the institution.
The last recommendation is authorized certificates. This will make sure that we know who goes into the system. Also, that no unwarranted guests go into the system since we are dealing with sensitive data.
So, in conclusion, in this project, we are touched with selection of topics that are commonly found in conventional audits. We were have recommendation for the different types of initialize the program and system might have right into. This led the implementation of standards that guarantees a more optimized and security experience for the user.
Well, this is the end of the presentation. We would like to thank the university for the last 3 years. It has prepared us for the workforce. We would like to thank the headmaster and headmistress of the career. We would also like to thank all the professors that have given us the tools and materials we need to succeed in our area of expertise. It has been a great last 3 years, and we hope we see you again in the future. Thank you so much for your attention, and have a good day.